I'm sick. Hey, what's up everybody? Commander Radix here, bringing you another episode of Transformers Lore. And today, ladies and gentlemen, is the first episode of Transformers Lore where I am coming to you live while being sick. I don't know so if my voice sounds kind of weird, that explains that, but I don't know what happened. I was just having a good old day, a normal type of day, and then suddenly my throat decided that it was going to, I don't know, collapse. And so for like the past 3 days, I have been coughing my head off. I have been wheezing, I have been seething, I have been coping. I've been stuck at home all day for the past 3 days. Very bored, yes. But you know, in this predicament, in this situation, good old Commander Radix is thinking about the lore. Commander Radix is thinking, do Transformers also get sick? Are there examples from the lore of Transformers also getting sick? And I sort of put some thought into it, and I remembered one of the strangest episodes of Beast Wars. Today, ladies and gentlemen, on Transformers Lore, we are going to talk about the Energon Discharge Virus. Not a pleasing sounding name, but it's a virus that Cybertronians can get, and I want to sort of compare the Energon Discharge Virus to my experience these past 3 days with my sickness. Because boy, let me tell you, I feel like I want to die, I want to get it over with, I want to end this suffering. What could a Cybertronian possibly know about my pain? Robots that have fought a horrifying 4 million year long civil war, what do they know about pain? The Energon Discharge Virus made its debut in episode 22 of Beast Wars, that episode being titled The Low Road, and the overall summary of the episode is that, you know, typical kids show stuff, the Predacons commit war crimes by using biological warfare. Tarantulas, one of the more scientific officers of the Predacon force in the Beast Wars, and also a Herald of Unicron, but that's a story for another day. Check out my Universe War episodes for more information on that, although even then it's not touched up on that much. But he invented a disease, a virus, which we call the Energon Discharge Virus. And that virus, once it has infected a host, causes that Cybertronian to experience a type of sickness not unlike a human sickness. The symptoms are rather similar, right? A sense of fatigue, sneezing especially. Now, what makes the Energon Discharge Virus different from like a normal sickness for a human is that in the Energon Discharge Virus, as the Cybertronian sneezes and coughs and, you know, falls apart, they are literally blasting out energon from their reserves, which is horrifying to think about. Basically, they sneeze and they discharge energon, right? They are just blasting out energon through their nose and mouth until eventually they die. You know what? Maybe the Cybertronians do have more pain than I have the past 3 days. I'm not coughing up blood. I'm not sneezing out blood. Anyway, the Maximal Officer Rhinox got infected by the Energon Discharge Virus in the field of battle after taking a hit from a probe from Tarantulas and having it injected into him. He had to be plugged up to the Maximal ship, the Axelon, in order to basically keep him on life support for a while, so this ship was powering him. However, there's also another way. This episode opens a lot of questions about Cybertronian biology, by the way. One of the ways Rhinox is able to keep up his energy intake and stay alive is by eating organic food. He eats beans to survive. He eats beans that apparently gives him energy, which suggests that maybe the Maximals and Predacons are able to convert biological and organic material into energon, which is an interesting idea. Anyway, the counter-virus is held by the Predacons and their ship, the Dark Side. The Maximals launch a sort of heist attempt to get the counter-virus. Rhinox eventually gets involved in the battle, and the Maximals win the battle in an interesting way. So by eating the beans, which apparently did not sit well with Rhinox's digestive system, on top of the deteriorating effects of the Energon Discharge Virus. Okay, Radix, it was your idea to make the Transformers lore show. You have to talk about the lore, even if it's stupid. Because of the beans and the Energon Discharge Virus, it creates a chain reaction in which Rhinox unleashes a fart that has explosive properties, so much so that the blast can be seen from space. The Predacons were defeated in the battle, the counter-virus was acquired by the Maximals, and Rhinox was cured of the disease. And Megatron, the Predacon commander in the field at that time, noted that this was the most humiliating defeat in his entire career. Beast Wars was weird, guys. Beast Wars was weird. And I will say, I haven't experienced any symptoms like what Rhinox experienced with the Energon Discharge Virus. I don't want to even think about what would be analogous to that from a human anatomy perspective. Now, it should be noted, while we see the Energon Discharge Virus in Primex Senate 4.17 Alpha and other universes in which the Beast Wars takes place, and in those clusters it seems that the virus was created by Tarantulas in a lab during the Beast Wars, it does seem to exist in other universes as well, perhaps not invented by Tarantulas. We see a mention of the Energon Discharge Virus in the Axiom Nexus, although the context of that is from the Swindle, and Swindle store, which is serving a multiversal market, so it might not even be in the Axiom Nexus universe, but it just might be something that is in the multiverse that Swindle, and Swindle are advertising for. They're specifically advertising a drink called the Berserker button that will make you forget all about the Energon Discharge Virus. So after looking into that terrifying piece of Transformers lore, I can gladly say that I would rather have the sickness I have right now than have the Energon Discharge Virus. Let me know what you think in the comments below, I guess. Can you think of any other weirder Cybertronian victories in battle than the weapon of mass destruction Rhinox used in episode 22 of Beast Wars? Well, that's going to wrap up this episode of Transformers Lore. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to check out my social media links in the description. Subscribe to this channel if you have not yet for more nerdy content, and have a great day, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I wanna be the hunter, not the hunted.